Hello, and welcome to Wine with Wita, the podcast that is dedicated to engaging with health professionals and caregivers in meaningful discussions. I'm your host, Rita Shamoon, or as my clients call me, Wita. I'm a pediatric speech pathologist, and I am so excited to have you here. Each week, we deep dive into connecting you with caregivers and healthcare professionals, sharing their insights, stories, and key takeaways to help you with your child's diagnosis and your journey. Whether you are a parent, healthcare professional, a lifetime learner, or simply a wine enthusiast, you're in the right place. So let's sit back and relax and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to Wine with Wita, another solo episode, which I'm sure many of you will resonate with and find very, very useful. As a speech pathologist, I have treated hundreds and hundreds of children over the last 15 years of my career, and I see on a daily basis the stigma and the negativity these families have to endure because of their child's difficulties. Now, in my opinion, I really consider communication disorders or communication difficulties the invisible disability. Now, I don't know what it is with society. I think there's like, if you see a child that has a physical difficulty, there's some sort of sense of extra empathy because you see the child having difficulty. But when a child is having communication difficulties, yes, they might get frustrated and they might become aggressive. It's not like when we weigh out the physical difficulties and the communication difficulties, there's more support or more empathy for the physical difficulty that I find. And so families with a child with a communication disorder don't seem to get their concerns validated or get their concerns met because of society and the stigma associated with it. So yes, I do consider it an invisible disability. Just because a child doesn't present with physical difficulties does not outrule their communication difficulties. And it does not mean we have to brush the parents' concerns or sweep them under the rug. And these poor families actually go through, when they're out in the public and a child, if just say their child's autistic and they start displaying sensory seeking behaviors, it's parents can get judged by their child's behavior. And they sometimes say family members or family members actually, or even people on the street would say, oh, discipline your child, or don't let your child do that. And so over time, these parents sense the need to advocate for their child because they're getting frustrated. So on Wine with Wita today, I wanted to let's switch the stigma, let's flip the narrative, and let's start talking about how we can support families with how we can support their child's invisible disability too. So many families would tell many family members would tell families or with special needs kids, don't worry, he'll grow out of it, or don't worry, he doesn't look like he has autism, or he doesn't look like he has a disability. And other things, like another comment that I hear, oh, you didn't talk till you were 4. It's okay. We'll catch up. Don't worry. You're being over dramatic about it. So those comments that these families hear are just not needed. Why do we have to have some sort of toxic positivity associated to a disability? Why not actually ask these families, how can I help you? What can I do so I can understand your child's difficulties better? Tell me how I can help you as a parent to make your day better so your child's day can get better. And over the years that I've worked with families, just the aspect that someone is asking, are you okay? Or how are you? Is all they want. They just want that space of, thank you for acknowledging my fatigue. Thank you for acknowledging my challenges. Thank you. And that's simply just enough for them. So yeah, so rather than asking or just having that toxic positivity comment to support them, why not ask them the questions, how can I help you? What can I do? And even accessing resources yourself and say, oh, I saw some information about autistic kids and they don't like loud noises. How about we go to a restaurant that doesn't have a loud noise if we want to catch up? And the fact that you understood the child's needs, and then you also accommodated the child and supported the family, lets parents feel, yes, my needs are heard. Yes, I'm included. Yes, I feel a sense of belonging too. So yes, that's what I wanted to discuss today. Thinking about how we can support these families, because I feel they internalize a lot of their challenges, so they don't seem like they're a burden or a nuisance for everybody else, and they tend to isolate away from everybody, because these children do experience lots of hardships when things are out of routine, and do experience a lot of difficulties when their sensory needs aren't being met. And it's so much easier for parents to actually say no and decline social outings, and to stay home, just for not only for their child, but also for their peace of mind, and for just so they don't hear all that toxic positivity and get the judgment and those looks from strangers too. So yes, please guys, do consider, when we are dealing with a family with special needs kids, be mindful, be kind always, and be respectful. And rather than ask, why is he like that? Why don't you ask, how can I make your day better, or our interaction better too? Hope you found that helpful, and please comment if you agree with the invisible disability aspect. And yes, I look forward to sharing another solo episode too soon. Thanks, guys. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Wine with Wita. I hope you found some new inspiration, learnt something new, or gained a fresh perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be so grateful if you please leave a 5-star review, as it really helps the show get in the ears of new listeners, plus it takes 5 seconds. If you're keen for more strategies and insights, then head over to Instagram and follow RS Speech Pathology.